Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again, and I'm back with another Q&A. I had a fair few questions yesterday, which is good. I didn't have any. Well, I did have one. The first one was from the gorgeous Carla Bostic, and she asked, how did I get started with Stampin' Up? Well, I think I've done this one before, but I'll do it again. I obviously started colouring with my granddaughter on a Friday. Then we moved on to DigiPrints, which you could get for free off Pinterest. We'd print them out on my old printer that would print on card. And we started colouring them in on just for something to do on a Friday night when they used to sleep over. And I made my first card, turned one of the DigiPrints into a card, and I loved it. And I don't know, Paul was just Googling tree stamps. I don't know why tree stamps, but he come across the lovely as a tree when Stampin' Up, and he said, babe, look at this stamp, it's gorgeous, beautiful trees. And I was like, oh, I love that, I like that. So we hummed and hawed for a couple of days or so, and then he said there's a company called Stampin' Up that sell it. It's either £20 if you buy it red rubber, you know, clear mount as it was back then, or 25 if you buy it with wood, on the wood blocks. So I opted for the wood blocks, thinking I wouldn't have to buy any blocks. Unbeknownst, I've bought 2 lots since of the complete sets. But yeah, it started like that, and then the lovely Michelle Last gave me a phone call to say thank you for your custom and thank you for shopping with me, and we just got chatting then about Stampin' Up and what it involved and all that lot. And I think that was in the September I bought the stamp set. But then the February then I said, well, let me know if there's any offers come up, and she sent me brochures then for the celebration, and she also sent me a catalogue. And I ummed and realised, do you know what, I'll just do it for the kit at first. So I asked Mr. Boyce nice and kindly, can I have the £99? I ended up with £278 worth of products, I think it was in total. Or was it no, it was £238 worth of products, because at the time it was £130 for your kit. There was £45 worth of catalogues and invitations and everything that way. Plus, I got to choose 2 extra stamp sets up to the value. Well, the 2 dearest ones in the catalogue, so you don't pass up an opportunity like that. So I picked the 2 dearest stamp sets, which come to about £98 or £88, something like that, and added that on top as well. So when you think about it, I got free P&P, I had the kit, £130, the 2 extra free stamp sets, and the business package, which was £45. So it was nearly £300 worth of stuff for £99. And like I say, I just wanted it for the kit. So, but then I just got addicted. And then when I got that catalogue in my hand as well, wow, it just blew me away, and I loved everything they did. So that's how I got started with Stampin' Up. And it's 3 years, it's over 3 years, 3.5 years later now, and I'm still doing it. Just for the discount. So that's that question. Thank you for asking anyway, Carla. I've said it a few times, but you know, we may have missed it. My new bone folder. This is from Nina Anderson. My new bone folder. Is it worth the price? Well, my darling, it didn't cost me a penny, because my gorgeous friend Cinders over at Cinders Paper Crafts, so you can go and see her if you want. She's wonderful. She gifted this to me because she lost hers, and then she bought another one, and then just as it arrived she found her old one. So she gifted me this one. But yes, if I was to buy one, yes, definitely. It's fabulous in your hands. It's a good weight, and it goes good pressure. And the one thing I must say about it is, let me just grab some black cardstock. Now I'll show you with my old bone folder. That's just a cheap one. When you mark it, it leaves a mark. It leaves a shine. See it? And my other bone folder, if you do it with the metal tip, they reckon it doesn't, but it does. Leaves this shine. But watch this. With the Teflon bone folder, whoops, you can rub and rub and rub and rub and rub and rub. It doesn't leave a mark. Isn't that brilliant? Absolutely brilliant. Whereas those two have left marks. Let's do it down the side, right next to those marks. And there's nothing there. It doesn't mark. It doesn't make your cardstock go shiny. It's amazing. And you once you use one of these, you will never, 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 never use anything else. I'm sorry. Whoever wants these, you can have them. I will keep my original bone folder. This was a gift off my gorgeous upline. And she had my initial put on there, but it's come off a long time ago. This was gifted to me as well, so I keep it on my bone folder. And I think I may have another one somewhere. I think I've got an old dirty one somewhere. Yeah, and this is the first bone folder I ever bought from Stampin' Up. And they make shiny marks as well. Whereas the Teflon one doesn't. Worth its weight in gold to a crafter. Especially with dark cardstock. So yes, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And I would never change it. And yes, it's worth its weight in gold. Just put my bag back, sorry. Yes, it's worth its weight in gold. I love it. I love the way it feels in my hand. And like I say, she says, what's the difference compared to others? Well, you've just seen that it does not mark. And glue doesn't stick to it. This is really clean. Really clean. Nothing sticks to it. Get some liquid glue. Show you. It just wipes. It's just like it's not supposed to be on there. I've got it on right, and I'll leave it to dry. Just love it. And the glue itself is brilliant, which you all know I love. Just waiting for that. They probably won't dry on here. And it's off in a flash. And it's nothing. There's no stickiness, no nothing. I can even smear this on. Look. And it's gone in a flash. It's on my fingers more than anything. Nothing sticks to this. It is brilliant. Love it. Love it. Love it. So if you get a chance to buy one, I know they're about £15–20, but it's worth its weight in gold. And this one is the 6.5 inch one. I think they do an 8 inch one as well, I'm not sure. You can scratch them, but you can't get anything sticky on there. See, it's stuck to mine. It's on my fingers more than it's on here. There's nothing on here. So yes, that's my bone folder. Yes, I love it, and I can compare it to any others. It's the best so far. Unless somebody else out there got anything better, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Right, the lovely Ian Potter. His question is, can you use the scan and cut to cut out the ladies from the beautiful you? And our answer is yes, Ian. But one thing you will have to do, just get your journaling pen, and wherever there's a gap, just join the lines on her fingers and her hand. Just join the lines, and then when you set your scan and cut to cut, and don't forget the hat, anywhere there's a gap like there, ask it to do a 1 or a 2 or maybe 3 mil border. That way you'll have the white fussy cut as well. But yes, you will have to join that to her leg, join that to her foot, anywhere there's a gap, otherwise it will cut into it. So you can cut them out. This lady is pretty complete. There's a tiny little bit on the bottom of her skirt there, tiny little bit on her elbow, but anywhere there's a gap, and then like I say, set your, you can have it cut it right on the line, but I suggest a 1 or a 2 mil border. That way you get that white fussy cutting out as well. But just join her dress, join her hand, join her arm, and obviously you're going to have to join, maybe put another finger in there to join onto her hat. But yeah, at the back of her neck there, see, anywhere that's got a gap, you put your journaling pen and make sure they are all together, and it will cut it out. And like I say, set your border to be 1 or 2 mil, and that way you get that little white fussy cutting out as well. So your answer to that question is yes, my darling, just join up the bits. So I had to get it out to show you because, you know, the hat, you just got to fill in the gaps, if you know what I mean. Make, like on her foot, you know, just make the things like this touch. That way the brother scan and cut won't get confused and cut through. Yeah, so yes it will. Yes it will. I think our beautiful Cinders has done a scan and cut video as well. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to go over after this and watch it. And the lovely Anne Kirby, out of all the albums I've made, which one is my favourite and why? Well, the one I've just done, which you haven't seen yet, is the recipe book. It's called Authentique. That's the paper company that sell the designer service paper. They've got one called Ingredients, and I've shown the papers, absolutely stunning. But I've just made the album, and I think I did it in a day and a half, but filmed it over 6 sessions because, I know, you start in the morning, you don't finish till night, and then you've got to finish off the next day. But I absolutely love it, and there will be a walkthrough on the 31st before the video starts for you to make it, and I adore it. Mr. Boyce said it's the best one I've done yet. I thought the baby album was the best one I've done yet, until I started making this one. I'll just get it quickly and show you. It is amazing. I'm not going to go through it now with you because you'll see it on the 31st, but I adore it. And I did a new hinge system. Well, it's not new to me. It's new to me, but it's not new to other crafters because I copied off the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Diana, who is Scrap Queen. She's got plenty of places there to write recipes. Or if you wanted it just as an album, I'm using it as a recipe book. And we're going to start sharing our recipes with the girls in group. But these are the stickers that came with it as well. There's not much paper left, but oh my god, I love this. And I think it looks so professional as well. I swear I haven't done it. I thought, you know, when going through it, when I did the walkthrough, I was thinking, Gaynor, this is quite amazing. And I absolutely adore it. I got strawberries, I got cupcakes in there. Look, these were gifted to me by the gorgeous Karen Resenbrink from Holland. And cupcakes, there's a few more inside. I've managed to get my metal work on there. I've got my corners. I need to white. I don't think I'll get them on the back because, but I have got some corners that can be glued on. So, but they're a slightly different colour. So whether I have them attached, I don't know. But how gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait for you to see it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And yes, I do plan. I don't get many views on my albums. I don't know why. Perhaps I'm a crap teacher. I don't know. But they are improving slightly. And you never know, my views might go up. But, you know, there's a lot of crafters out there that do albums and nothing but albums. And people just tend to stick to their favourites. My favourites are for album making. I love to watch Scrap Queen. And I love to watch Rosa Kelly. And there's another one, I can't think of her name. Oh, Shelley something, but I can't think of her last name. It's spelt, it's an American style name. I don't know how you pronounce it either. Terrible. I am hopeless. But yeah, I love this last one. And perhaps the next one I make is it, because I'm improving each time I'm making them. Oh, the one I did for Lola as well. I followed Frances from My Book of Memories. She did a tutorial, and I only showed that one. I didn't do the video on that one because I'd copied Frances's work start to finish. I actually sat down, paused, got all the stuff ready and made it with her at the same time. And I did a walkthrough on that, and I was so proud of that one because I did it to Frances's instructions to the T. And that turned out amazing as well because she is an amazing album maker. So yeah, but my favourite so far is the ingredients one, definitely, because I just love it. I love it, love it, love it, and I hope you'll enjoy it when you do see it and that you'll give it a go. I literally did everything inside first and then went back and decorated it. So yeah, love it. Anita Neville, do I go on holiday, and if so, where? Well, I haven't been away for 3 years come October. And me and my husband went there twice. We went to Benidorm. It was our 10th wedding anniversary, his birthday and my birthday, all in the same fortnight. So we went for our 10th wedding anniversary. We're thinking of going again next year. It's too late this year. It's too far in the season because you've got to pay for it and then you've got to save up your spends and all that. But yeah, I've been to Prague. I've been to Turkey. I've been to Cyprus. I've been to Spain loads of times. Which Benidorm is in Spain. I've been to Benidorm 3 times now and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's a 2-hour flight. I know there's a long drive from the airport to the hotels, but once you're there, it's either busy, busy, busy in your face, or if you do what me and Paul do, we just lay back, relax, chill out, and we don't seem to have any worries when we're on that holiday. Like, Paul doesn't seem to be manic like he is when he's at home because of his mental health problems. It's like we've just been waved over with a magic wand and all our worries have gone for the whole 2 weeks, and then as soon as we get back home, halfway home in the car, because we leave the car at the airport, so we don't have to pay for taxis and stuff because they can be expensive. It's like halfway home and then it's like that magic wand's been lifted and we're back to normal and cold and dreary and bones are aching and stuff like that. But I've been to, we went to our first holiday, me and Paul together, was Dominican Republic, a 9-hour flight each way. Absolutely breathtaking, but I wouldn't do it again. I don't like long haul flights. I don't mind flying, I'm not scared of flying. Paul's very nervous of flying. He's okay once we've landed. Bless him. They're just boring. But yes, we go to Benidorm. We love it. We love it, love it, love it. It's for any age of people. You get lots of elderly people over there. You get lots of families over there. You get loads of girls and boys, hen do's and stag do's. But if you just walk past all that and just carry on, and you can hire scooters. It's brilliant. It's absolutely disabled scooters. It's brilliant. So we do that. And Old Town Benidorm is beautiful. So I've got a couple more here. Cheryl Adams. Hi, sweetness. How do I keep track of my stamps and dies? Well, I keep my dies with my stamps. And those that I can't get in with my stamp sets. And everything then is popped on a shelf in alphabetical order. So, and in my other catalogue, which I've got loads of other stamps, but I generally just keep them in let me just grab one and show you. Oh, I've got file cabinets, not cabinets, file, you know, the ring binder, like an album, where I now slot stuff in there, but I've got this, which is, I haven't got as many stamps and dies as you have, my darling. She's got 65 drawers full, with about 60 in each drawer, so she's got thousands. But these are my Altenew, love these, and more Altenew. And if there are dies, they stay in the back. So these have already been catalogued. These were gifted to me by the gorgeous Cinders. and the dies stay in the back. So I don't really catalogue them. I just pop them in my expandable file folder here, and then slot them back in when I've finished using them. I've also got in here, where is it? They are mostly Alter New, these. But I've got some Concord and Ninth as well. Again, they stay in their packets because they're okay. And they've got turnabout stamps. They're beautiful. Where's my other one? I've got another one somewhere. It's here somewhere. There's another Concord and Ninth. There's another one. They're all turnabouts. I've got Simon Says. Only a few of these. And the dies are on the back. Simon Says stamp set. I've got some Gina K ones as well. Look at this. This is I think that's a Gina K one as well. But look how similar that is to the new one Stampin' Up! I've just fetched out with. Reminds me of that, where the girls are dancing and sing. You know, like, what's it called? Young at Heart. It's called. But yeah, I keep my Concord and Ninth, my Alter New, and my Gina K all in this expandable file folder. Just trying to think. These are Alter New as well. But if they've got dies, they just... Look at that, Cindy. Oh, bless her. Love her to bits. So, yeah, she gifted me most of these. I bought some as well. There's the Gina K. Thank you for all that you do. It's mainly to do with... It's called Lettered and Lovely. She believed she could, so she did. I love you. Life is tough, my darling, but so are you. Love it. So yeah, they stay in the back. Alter New stamps. And I've also got lots of cheap nasty ones that have come from off. You know the magazines? I got loads of those. But they just stay stacked in a pile. Just have a look. Oh. And then I've got the ones, I've just used these. These are file folders that you just stick your stamp sets to. They just stay on there and you just pull them off when you need them. But like penny black stamps, hero arts, woodware. I love the woodware ones. And then these were gifted to me. So yeah, I just keep them on these when people gift me items. So I've got about 3 of these I've got. And yeah, that's how I catalogue them. I don't really catalogue them. I haven't got a book that says what stamp sets I've got, because I basically just use my Stampin' Up! Ones, and they're all on a shelf in alphabetical order. And even my retired ones, they've got a red dot on, and they're in alphabetical order as well. I have got OCD when it comes to stamps. And let me just grab this. And that's for embossing folders as well. I just stamp them on a plain piece of card and attach them to here. Curls and swirls. I've got a couple that I've got to catch up on. Tin tile. So I can see here, instead of rummaging through them all, I just look through this. And I've got their names on there as well. You know, the mosaic one. And some of these aren't all Stampin' Up, but that's how all my stars, decorative dots. And I don't get rid of these either. Garden trellis, petal passion, you know, the paisley one. I just do them on a piece of paper and then add them to this ring. So these are all, I've got, like I say, the last lot of new ones, I've got to do them yet and add them on. But I like this subtle one, I love that. Stippled strap. I haven't used that for ages. I've got a question mark on that one because that was a gift and I don't know its name. And I wouldn't know what to call it. Swirly frames, probably. Then these. Yeah, I just keep them on here. So much easier to go through these and then see what you've got rather than just getting all the boxes down, because the boxes are quite heavy with all those embossing folders in. And yeah, and then I just add. Oh, that one cuts as well. Is it? Or has it just gone through the paper? I think it just went through the paper. But I don't really. Yeah, I got everything in my craft room is out on display, so I don't hide away any of my stamp sets. That one's a beautiful one. That was a gift. And this one was as well. Flower power, flowers, floral frames. How beautiful that is. That would go with our tag punch, tailored tag punch. Love hearts. I'd tend to keep all the Christmas ones separate as well, but I think the Christmas ones are coming up now. Yeah, you've got the Winter Wonder, Seasonal Wreath, the Pine, whatever it's called, and then they've got snowflakes, Xmas words means just Christmas words, more snowflakes, and dotty snowflakes, and snowflake frame. Yeah, so I do that sometimes. So just add them on a ring binder and keep them so I can go through them. That's how I catalogue my embossing folders. And my dies that haven't got any coordinating stamp sets, or if they're too big, I've got a tray here which is quite heavy. I can't get it out, but I'll just grab a few of them and they just stay in my tray. So these are the ones that don't really go with much, but or they're too big to go inside the stamp set. So I just pop them in here, add a little tag at the top to say what's what, so I don't have to root through them all. And then the non-Stampin' Up ones, they're in another little tray. And I just can go through those as well. So I've got nowhere near as many as you, my darling. Not at all, just these are ones that have been gifted to me, or I bought off eBay or AliExpress. You know, the ones that really are quirky. I should actually go through these more often. These are waffle flower ones, absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, there's the hexagons. I've got an alter new one here, which doesn't go with any of the stamp sets I've got, but I keep them in these, they're called fridge trays, and they've got handles on the side, so, and they stay on my little trolley right next to my desk. I've got one of those like hairdresser trolleys, you know, with all the compartments on. Yes, so that's how I keep my stuff catalogued. It's basically in front of me so I can see it anyway, so, but as long as it's in alphabetical order, that's the way it is for me. The gorgeous Teresa, oh, I love her, she's beautiful. Have I kept my weight off since the bypass, or do I struggle? Well, I was 22 stone 10, and I'm down to 12 stone 2. Actually, give or take, I'm normally around 11 and 11, 13. But I can fluctuate between 11, 13 and 12 stone 2. And I've hit a plateau, so I don't seem to be able to get any lower than that. But then that could be due to the fact that I drink a lot of Pepsi Max. I love Pepsi Max, and I can drink a good litre to 2 litres per night. I love it. So I'm going to kick that in the head actually and see if I love it though. I only drink I don't drink water unless it's from a bottle. I only ever drink coffee. And every now and then I'll have a green tea with Manuka honey, if I can afford to buy that, because it's very expensive. And Pepsi Max. But I don't struggle to keep it off. I just can't get any lower. But I've kept the weight off. I lost all the weight in 9 months, and I've kept it off ever since. And that was 16 years ago this year. So come November this year, 16, I had the operation. So 9 months after that. So it's about 15 years ago that I lost all the weight, and I've kept it off. I went for a phase where I was drinking lager, and you know, just every now and then, and that puts tons of weight on you. And I put 4 stone back on, so I knocked that in the head, and then went straight back down over about a month, I think, straight back down to 12 stone 2. But I can keep the weight off. And I don't seem to be able to put it back on unless I go and eat stupidly. But I stop the second I feel full, or I stop the second I feel satisfied, because I've got a bowel problem as well, and I have pain when I eat, so it doesn't matter. If I go that one extra mouthful, I'm in agony then for hours on end, and sometimes I have to sleep it off. But yeah, when I first had it done, if I hit, it's called dumping syndrome, and if I hit that and had that, oh, you feel like you're dying. You can't stop sweating, you feel sick, you just feel the pain is horrendous. And but it was well worth, you know, I just wish they'd cut off the excess skin now, because apparently, I found a letter in the cupboard the other day, my BMI is 28.6, body mass index, and it's got to be 25, and to get to 25, I've got to be 10 stone 6. So I've got roughly 1.5 stone to lose before they will cut off the excess skins, which weighs, apparently, because they give me a test. They did pass me for the surgery when I first met Paul about 14 years ago, and the BMI then was 30. Well, I fell into that range because I was 28.6, and by the time they come to give me the operation, they'd dropped it down to 25, and I no longer qualified. So they want me to get down to 10 stone 6, and then they will remove it. And there was 9 kilos of excess skin they will remove from my arms, my stomach, and my legs, which will then knock me down to, which is nearly 20 pounds, so that's nearly another 2 stone. I'd be around about 8 stone 10, honestly, and then I'll be underweight. So how stupid's that? So you know, I struggle to get past that 12, well, I struggle to get past 11 stone 13. So yes, I can't get any further, but I'm not struggling to keep the weight off. Right, we've got the gorgeous Joan Petite, who said, how do I sort the cards out for the charities? How long do I collect them for before they share them out? Oh, bless your soul. We normally have a start date, Joan, and we do it for one charity only. With the Alzheimer's and dementia. Oh, tell a lie, last time we did it for 2. We did it for autism and, oh, what was the other one? Yeah, it's going. I've forgotten. I think I've... Oh, what is it? My head's going. I can't think. They get their book out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness indeed. That's not the one. That's for this time's one. Wait, the first one was Help the Aged. Second one was Cancer Research. And then we did one for autism and... Oh my god, I can't think. Cancer Research. That one just says challenge. yeah, that was Help the Aged one. Like, I've got recipes just everywhere. 5-card challenge, cancer research. That was a big one. Where's the book? Oh my goodness. My head's gone. We did one for autism and something else. Diabetes. CoOpblimey. This just came to, and they were at the same hospital, so we just gave half to the diabetes clinic and half to the autism clinic, and then what they do then is they sell them in their various charity shops and stuff like that, and all the proceeds go to that charity. So I don't share when I'm doing this one now, which is Alzheimer's and dementia. It tends to be because they're in the same clinic, so they will get all the cards. We have a start date, like I say, we set a challenge on a certain date, and we normally run it for 5 to 6 months. And then all the cards come in, and then we just take them at the end. Sometimes we drop, with the cancer research ones. Okay, sweetheart. We would send the cards to Lorraine every 15 kilo box, because it would have cost too much money to send 12 15 kilo boxes, because we collected 8,000 cards for that one. So, but yeah, and she took them then to her 4 different hospitals that she was having treatments at, and daycare centres and stuff like that, and then she distributed them out. But yeah, we normally do it for about 5 or 6 months. Then I have a couple of weeks off, maybe a month off, and then we set ourselves another challenge then. But this is our this is our 4th challenge in the past 2 years. So, and I think we've raised near on, must be close to £10,000 for various charities. So I'm really chuffed about that. I love it. Yes. But I tend to run them for about 5 or 6 months. The cancer research one we did for 6 months exactly. So, and this one, I think this one's running for 5. So we started this one on the 6th of April. I'm doing this as a monthly one for the draw for the prizes, because it costs so much money, and it gives more people a chance to win as well. So every month the cards are still here, and we will give them out to the charity at the end. But this one runs from April to May, May to June, June to July, and we're on July to August, and then we'll have August to September. So, and I've got to send the gorgeous Alice Walker some ACT cards. That's another thing. We're doing an ACT challenge as well, but that's just for us. It's not for a charity event. But yes, we are in the July to August period. So this will finish on the 6th at 12 o'clock. And the new one will start if anything gets delivered after 12 o'clock, because I have parcels all the time. And that will run to the 6th of September. And then that will be the end of the challenge then. Unless... No, I think that's about right, because September, you want to give them a chance to organise the cards. If there's any Christmas cards, then they can start to sell them before Christmas. And then, you know. So yes, this one runs till September. And so that's 5 months this time round. But yes, thank you for your questions. I really enjoy doing these Q&As. So if anyone else would like to ask me a question, in the comments box on any video, just put Q&A and then ask the question. I'll write them all down then, and we will do another Q&A. Roughly once a month I've been doing these now, and I get a lot of response and people saying thank you for the information, glad you shared, you know. So any more Q&As, anyone, if you want questions asking, ask away, and I will sort them out for the next Q&A and give you something to look forward to. So I don't like to waste paper either, so I've got 2 sides. I could just write them smaller. But there you go, so that's this time's Q&A. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I was able to give you as much information as possible. So, and if there's any other questions, like I'm saying, please put Q&A and ask me any questions you want about my life, about me and Mr. Boyce, about my, you know, just anything. Anything to do with crafting, obviously. Yes, love it. Oh, this came this morning, my little boy book for the ephemera cards. Look at these. These are just so cute. Look at that. I had a gorgeous picture on there. So, yes, I love it, love it, love it. How cute. Aren't they beautiful? Congratulations. Just absolutely gorgeous. Love them. Look at these gorgeous tags. Absolutely beautiful. Same as the little girl one, but all in blue, obviously. Just love it. How cute. I tend to find that ones where you're cutting stuff off the back, they leave them quite plain. See these? I've got space for a photo on the back, like this has as well. But you get this on the front. They complement. But they're just beautiful. Look at that. Stunning. Stunning, stunning. I love this. It's placed there. I would get an X-Acto knife, cut around them so they could slip a photo behind there as well. Just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So I reckon with the album and question, if it keeps improving the way that they are, I just think they'll just keep getting better and better. But up to now, my favourite is definitely the recipe book. Love it, love it, love it. So thank you for coming along and asking questions and waiting for your answers. And if, like I say, if you've got any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And please say if it's for the Q&A or if it's just you want to know straight away. But yeah, come and ask me. I am open. My mind is open, and I'll answer your questions. So thanks for watching. If you've subscribed to my channel already, that is amazing. If you haven't and would like to, please don't forget to press the button down here in the corner. If you want notifications, don't forget to press the little bell. I do post videos on a daily basis, and I also film up to 2 weeks ahead, because if I ever go on holiday, this is a perfect question as well, you will have a video to watch still every day. And that's why I do it probably 2 weeks in advance. So if I can go away for 2 weeks, come back and you haven't missed a day, and when I get back then I can just start crafting again. But if I ever do go away, I'll make sure there's 3 weeks, so when I can get back I can do the laundry as well. But I always want to make sure, I promised I will post every day for as long as I am able. So I don't want you to think, I do see some crafters that say, right, I'm going off on my hauls, I'll see you in whatever, blah blah blah, come back, and then you don't get no posts, or you don't get anybody, you don't get none of the videos until they've been away, come back. And I like to make sure that you ladies are enjoying yourselves still, and I always put the premiere on, so if I'm not there as well and I'm on holiday and I can't get to a computer, then you all can still chat to each other. So yeah, so I like the holiday question actually. Thank you for that one. So like I said, see you soon, take care, love you all, bye.